What is really good? We are back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, this time in the RU tier. And some of these Pokemon, bro, look, like Flygon and Gallade, Charizard, Cresselia, like how do these Pokemon end up in RU? I understand how they do. Like obviously with every new generation, more Pokemon are introduced and those Pokemon get used more than these Pokemon, but it's just completely ridiculous. Like the tiers are just completely fucked in this generation. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Franklin, my Torkoal, to set up the Sun as he leads off with his Doublade. Hey, it's Franklin. Anyways, I set up the Sun because this is indeed a Sun team, and Torkoal's smoke looks absolutely disgusting on Citra. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. But I'm very happy that I let off with Torkoal because I'm going to be able to get at my rocks. He let off with his Doublade, so this is literally a free Stealth Rocks for me as he goes out to his Flygon. I cannot for the life of me believe that Flygon is RU in this game because Flygon is not a bad Pokemon whatsoever. He does get outclassed by Pokemon like Garchomp, but he still can do what he does, you know, and he does what he does very well. But the thing about Pokemon is that it's never about how good the Pokemon is. It's always about how much they're used, which determines their tier. But anyways, I'm going to go out to my 12 years as he goes for the U-turn and goes out to his Doublade again. Now, I went out to my 12 years. I figured he would go for the U-turn because the switch was obvious, but I always play very cautious at the beginning of a battle just to establish how my opponent is playing. So if I had gone out to my 12 years here and he went for the Earthquake, that would have been good, but he definitely went straight for the U-turn, as he should have, because I was clearly going to switch out. I was thinking about staying in and going for the Lava Plume though, but too early in the battle to be making predictions like that. But anyways, I'm going to go out to my Charizard now as he goes for the Iron Head with his Doublade and gets a critical hit. But I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, things are moving a little too slowly right now. I know he's going to switch back to his Flygon. So what I'm going to do is go for the Solar Power boosted, Sun boosted, Stab, Inferno Overdrive. And let me tell you, I did not expect this, okay? Now, I expected it to do some serious damage, but you guys are gonna see he just completely loses his entire Flygon, like the whole thing, it's gone. Where did he go? It's crazy how much damage Charizard can do with a modest nature, with the Sun up, with Solar Power, and the Fire Z move. I was just completely surprised, but that completely gets rid of his Flygon, so I don't have to worry about that Pokemon anymore. Now here he goes out to his Gallade, and he makes some good plays here because he definitely scared me out. I did figure that I could probably outspeed him, but I was like, why would he go to his Gallade against the Charizard if he wasn't Choice Scarf or something? And he goes straight for the knockoff, predicting my Cresselia to come out. So that was a very nice play on his part. He got a ton of damage on my Cresselia, as well as making another good play here. He goes for the Swords Dance on my switch back to Charizard. I really expected him to switch to Doublade there just because Doublade completely walls Cresselia. So I was trying to catch his Doublade switching back in, but he goes for the Swords Dance on the switch. And then I'm like, okay, hold on. If he has Shadow Sneak, this is not a good idea for me to stay in here because I definitely can still use this Charizard later on in the battle. So what I'm going to attempt to do is switch out to my 12 years, my Whimsicott, get him to use Shadow Sneak, and then maybe try to Encore him into Shadow Sneak. Even though I don't think that'd work because Shadow Sneak has the same amount of priority as Prankster moves, and I think he's faster than my Whimsicott. But either way, I didn't really need my Whimsicott, which is why I switched into it to begin with. I was going to try to Encore him into Shadow Sneak if he had it, but thinking back, I really don't think that would have worked. But because he used Zen Headbutt instead of Shadow Sneak, I was like, okay, that's pretty odd to have on a Swords Dance Gallade, because usually Gallade has like a fighting move, maybe a dark move or a ghost move to cover, matchups. So when I saw Zen Headbutt, I kind of figured that he didn't have Shadow Sneak, so I switched back in my Charizard and just went straight for the Air Slash to take out his Gallade. And then he sends out his Doublade. I'm like, okay, he's probably going to use Shadow Sneak here, so I'm going to send out, hey, it's Franklin! And then he's going to go for the Shadow Sneak. It's not going to do any damage because Franklin is very, very bulky. Torkoal has a ton of defense. And this is going to allow me to go for a Lava Plume right here, as well as set up the Sun. So in the Sun, the Lava Plume is definitely going to be doing some damage. Slurpuff is a very stupid Pokemon. I hate Slurpuff, man. Fuck, what even is it, man? I know it's cotton candy, but why is this a Pokemon? Anyways, I go for the Lava Plume and it does over half, and he heals with a Citrus Berry. So that lets me know that he was definitely Belly Drum Belly Drum Slurpuff, so I'm glad that he actually switched it in and I was able to get a bit of damage off on him, because after using your Citrus Berry on Slurpuff, if you have Unburden, you get a speed boost. So I'm going to go for another Lava Plume as he goes for the Drain Punch and does nothing, and then I get the burn with the Lava Plume. It doesn't really matter at this point because you can't damage him either way, right? Not only that, but he's on the verge of dying. This Slurpuff is absolutely useless to him right now. So what do? I take advantage of the situation and send out my Venusaur to start boosting up and sweeping everything. What's really good. He's going to go for the return and actually get a critical hit here. You guys are going to see just how little damage it does. And then I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want. So knowing damn well that he's going to die next turn to the burn, I'm going to go for the growth. He goes for the belly drum because he thought that he would go second, but I guess he forgot about his unburden that he actually has. So either way, it doesn't really matter that he went for the belly drum there. He was just sacrificing his Slurpuff in this case. He thought I was going to go for the kill move, which is why he just clicked the random button, but I went for the growth instead, and he was actually faster than me, which is why he went first. But here I'm going to go for the sleep powder, just so I can safely and reliably kill this Doublade without it waking up and blowing me away with some Iron Heads. I think a +2 Giga Drain should be enough to do a serious chunk of damage at this point. My only two attacking moves are Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain. Obviously, Sludge Bomb's not going to do any damage to a Doublade. But Giga Drain should be perfectly fine if I do have boost to accompany it, because I don't know, Venusaur is pretty strong. Like it's never been like a weak Pokemon. It has a decent special attack stat, especially with a Life Orb and you know, some boosts. So I am going to be able to kill it with 2 Giga Drains. This also gives me the opportunity to put something else back to sleep. But the sun is going to run out now, I believe. So I'm going to have to get in my Torkoal if I want to start sweeping again with Venusaur. And yeah, the sun should be running out on this turn, I believe. Yeah, it does. So he's going to go out to his Excelgor. It seems like Torkoal just completely runs through his team when when Flygon is gone, which is pretty funny. Flygon. Anyways, I'm going to go after Franklin again, set up the sun. But Excelgor is stronger than I remembered, okay? Like, straight up, I didn't expect this Bug Buzz to do that much damage. Now, I do understand that Torkoal doesn't have the best special defense in the world, but Jesus Christ, boy. This boy has a Life Orb, did some serious damage. Not only that, but I believe he has Hidden Power Rock or Hidden Power Ground, because he's going to go for it now and just take me out. But that's all fine and dandy. I did get the sun up again, so Venusaur is going to be able to come out here and do what it does, Zaddy, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, I set up my Venusaur. Definitely outspeed in the sun because of the Chlorophyll. Gonna go for the Sludge. Why is Chlorophyll, Venusaur, and Charizard and Cresselia and RU, bro? Like, this is insanity. I don't understand. Anyways, he's gonna go out to his Heliolisk after eating the Sludge Bomb. And I'm just going to go for a couple of Giga Drains. Giga Drains first to get my HP back so that his attack doesn't do as much damage to me. Or, you know, I can take the hit better, I should say. So it's going to do the same amount of damage regardless, honestly. But Heliolisk is not the strongest Pokemon in the world, so I really had nothing to worry about unless he had, like, HP Fire or something. But you guys are going to see he goes for the Hyper Voice. And it does a decent chunk. But it ain't enough. And I'm just going to go for another Giga Drain, of course, and take him out. And he also has the Dry Skin ability, so in the sun he's going to be taking a lot of damage. But here I'm just going to go for one more Giga Drain, and that is going to be Budgetzard. So good game, my boy. I really enjoyed using this team. This team seems a little too good for RU, though. I'm not even going to lie. Sun seems pretty broken in RU. But either way, I can't believe like half these Pokemon are in RU. Heracross, Cresselia, Charizard, Venusaur, maybe Venusaur, but Charizard, Cresselia, and Heracross, that's insanity. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if there's any Pokemon you want me to use specifically. And also, I don't know, just, you guys are fucking awesome, man. Damn it. I have nothing else to say. I just love all of you. Thank you guys for watching again. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will be back tomorrow with another Wi-Fi battle. Definitely, okay, I'm definitely thinking about uploading some Showdown again as well. Gonna be mixing between battles and Showdown. So let's see if I can do that as well. But anyways, see you guys later. Bye.